Alright, so today it is day 5 of 15 days of foundation. This is where I try out a new foundation every single day for 15 days. I just got back from LA last night. Feeling good, feeling ready to film. If I look exactly the same right now as the last haul video, it's because I'm filming these in the same day. So day 5, let's do this. We're gonna be talking about the Model's Own Runway Matte Foundation. Smooth finish that saves face. Seems like something's missing there. I'm not sure how I feel about Model's Own packaging. I like the teal, I like the fade, but it kind of reminds me of like Limited 2. Does anyone remember those Velcro t-shirts? Those were the shit. I don't know, there's something about their packaging that just reminds me of like teeny bopper kind of makeup. If you've never heard of Model's Own, I believe they're a UK brand that's now carried in Ulta. Drugstore prices, this foundation retails for $11.99 and you get 1 fluid ounce of product, which is standard. It comes in only 8 shades. I picked up the 2 lightest shades, which are 01 Porcelain and 02 Bisque. I'm gonna start swatches right here so you can see what these 2 shades look like compared to some of the other foundations that I own. All right, so swatch time. Right here is the Model's Own Runway Foundation in 01 Porcelain, which is clearly very fair, which is awesome. Next over is Bisque 2. This is the second lightest shade. Next over is Dermacol 208, Pure Cosmetics Bare It All in Porcelain, Urban Decay Naked Skin in 0.5, and Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 110. So as you can see from the swatches, there's a pretty freaking big jump between those 2 shades. But since it does only come in 8 shades, you might need to buy a couple shades and mix them. There's pretty much no description of this foundation, both on Ulta and Model's Own website. It says bold, brave, and British. Get totally even with this weightless Model's Own Matte Runway Foundation that will take you seamlessly from AM to PM. That's literally all it says. Yep, on the box it just says get even with this weightless matte liquid foundation. So that's all we know about it. So days 1 through 4 will be linked down below in a playlist. So if you want to see what I think of the Model's Own Runway Matte Foundation and how it applies and wears throughout the day, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. I'm excited to be filming right now. It feels like I've been gone more than 2 days. So it's 8:57, 9 a.m. in the morning right now. I woke up at 6:30. Don't ask me how it took me this long to be sitting here now. So I've already washed, moisturized, primed my face. These will be listed down below. I'm gonna use my Morphe sponge on one side of my face. This is dampened, by the way, every single time I use it. I'm gonna try my Sigma F80 Flat Kabuki on the other side. This is one of my go-to foundation brushes. I have 2 different shades here. You guys will have already seen swatches. I haven't seen the swatches yet. Looking at this though, Bisque looks way too dark for me. So I'm gonna start out with Porcelain. I might end up mixing in a little bit of Bisque. I actually just ordered this shade first and then I put it against my face and I thought it might be way too light. So I think I am gonna have to mix in a little bit of this one. To me, that looks like there's about 5 shades in between these 2. Maybe I'll just cheek swatch this first. See this? Ooh, that's light, folks. Ooh, that's very light. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna have to mix that right now since I have a bit of color. Looks like you kind of need to shake this. Starting out about half-half. Let's see what shade this makes. Dab this on. Ooh, feels pretty thick. Oh, that might be too dark still. Looks pretty yellow. I'm gonna go in with the sponge on this side. I think that shade concoction I got was pretty close. It does say you can build this up, but with the sponge on this one layer, looks like about medium coverage. You can still see a bunch of stuff coming through, but let's see what kind of coverage we get with the brush. Here's the word. It feels pretty thick. Like it's not the easiest to blend out. It's not really like gliding on the skin or anything. Okay, so I got about the same coverage. I'm going to see if this is buildable because right now this isn't enough coverage for me. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit more at the brush on this side, just on the areas I need more coverage down here. Looks like it's building pretty well. It's not getting cakey or dry looking or anything. I'm just using a small amount of product. I'm not doing like a full-on second layer. For the forehead, just so it doesn't look more textured, I'm going to go in with the sponge and add a little bit more. Just whatever's left over on my palette at this point. I can't tell if I like the sponge or brush better with this one. It's looking pretty much exactly the same, so I think you could go with either. Right now, looking at it up close, it doesn't look like it's majorly emphasizing my texture or anything on this half of my face. My forehead, it doesn't look bad right now, but I can already see it starting to like settle a little bit. Got a little bit more coverage. It's not like total blackout kind of coverage. With the second layer, you can still kind of see things coming through, but it's enough coverage for me. I've been sitting here staring at my face for like 2 minutes trying to see what I think of this. It doesn't look bad and it doesn't look good. It's just kind of like very average looking to me right now. Right now it's okay. We'll see how it wears. It definitely dried down. Doesn't feel tacky or anything. This one looks like one of those foundations to me that if I put a powder on top, it might just totally cake up. So I don't think I'm gonna powder my face with this one. So we're gonna call the check-in time 9:10 a.m. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Whoa, my eye's twitching. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock, so it's been on for about 50 minutes so far. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like in natural lighting right now. The only thing I notice right now is around my nose on the right side, it's kind of creasing. And on my forehead, there's like a little spot where it looks really dry and patchy, almost like where something rubbed against it, but I don't even think I touched my forehead right there, so I'm not sure what's happening right there, but it does look like it's doing something funky up there. It's starting to settle into my lines a little bit on my forehead. Overall, I do like how it looks better with the rest of my makeup on right now, but I don't necessarily like it at this point. So we'll see how it wears, but on the rest of my face, let me tell you what's on it. I'm actually gonna film a second video right now, which you guys will have already seen. It'll be the makeup clothes haul. So I tried out a couple things I'm gonna be hauling in that video. So for my contour and all of my eyeshadows, I tried out this Tarte palette. This is the Clay Play face shaping palette, and so far I really like this. I've gone more in depth about it in the haul video, so not gonna do it here, but I like it. For blush, I use Tarte Doll Face. So for my face highlight, I'm using the Burberry No. 3 Fresh Glow Highlighter in Pink Pearl. Look at how beautiful the design on this thing is. I don't know why I'm showing you guys this all again because you've already seen it in the haul. Check out the video. Lips, I tried out this Avon lipstick. They sent a shit ton of them. This is in the shade Naturally Nude, and I like the tone of this. It has a very satin kind of finish to it. I added a tiny bit of Colourpop Fairy Floss gloss over top, but it was pretty glossy on its own. I like the shade of this. It's a little bit sheer, like you kind of have to build it up, and the smell smells like how you would picture Avon lipstick smelling. And lashes are pure trendsetter. This box has seen better days. The check-in time is 9:10. I'll see you guys in a few hours in natural lighting. Okay, so it's 2:10 right now, so it's been on for 5 hours. I'm feeling pretty shitty right now, so I'm gonna make this a super quick check-in and then go lay down. I'm not getting super oily or anything, but definitely around my nose in this area, again, it just is like majorly creasing, doesn't look that great. And then my forehead just looks pretty bad. It's like getting all dry and basically just coming off. And I haven't really been like touching my face a whole lot or anything. Certain parts I just noticed are coming off a little bit and look a bit dry, like on my nose too. I'm also getting creasing on my neck, I noticed, which is really bizarre. I've never had a foundation crease on my neck, like where I blended it down to cover my acne. So that's a little update. Hopefully I will see you guys at the end of the night. So it's now 7:20, so the foundation's been on for 10 hours and my Imitrex kicked in. Thank God I was able to eat and edit. So I feel okay right now. Foundation is not looking good. It's like worn off basically on the perimeter of my face. Wow, I feel like I haven't used that word perimeter in like 10 years. Perimeter. Remember area and perimeter? Okay, anyways. My forehead's a bit oily on the center. It doesn't look like it's breaking down on the center of my forehead, but it's definitely breaking down around my mouth area, chin down here, and then all over the top of my forehead. Ooh, yeah. It just looks like it's breaking down a bit around here. Around my nose looks pretty bad. This has been separating and broken up all day right there, but I mean, look at that. Again, it doesn't look too bad on the center of my face. It's just like you can see all over here. It just rubs off super easily. I'm not even rubbing my face, and just the texture of it like feels a little bit heavy to me. This one didn't wear the best on my skin, maybe with a different primer underneath, so I will try that. Don't absolutely hate it, don't love it. I feel like this has like been the theme for the first 5 days of videos. So I hope you guys like this video and are excited for 15 days of foundation. If you are, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.